Mars plus Snapfire. This is my second favorite duo on the offlane besides Snapfire plus Doom, where you have so much kill potential. Cookie, you go in front of him, spear back into God's Rebuke.
Okay.
There's a Bloodseeker coming out, most likely off lane, and then Batrider will be your safe lane, unless they want to Snapfire safe it up. That's also still a possibility that we didn't even mention. We haven't seen that in forever, but I still wanted to
10 seconds
throw my,
remaining.
you know, whatever hat in the ring, I think it's called.
Bloodseeker is good because he makes Razor static. He puts him in the spot and the Razor does not go for a chase. The same goes for the Timbersaw. It's AoE control. It's also another great way of setting things up by the next assassin on the Blood Right.
That's mid to late game though. Laning phase Razor eats all of these heroes alive, I feel.
Not unless you play aggressively on all other lanes, which means Bloodseeker gets move speed, and you might start with the...
Bane has Brain Sap, Nyx has higher than average base regen, Timbersaw is Timbersaw with reactive armor.
It's the Naga
Wow, boy.
All right, all right.
They do struggle with AoE damage, that's for sure, on the side of Tundra. But then, like, why not Terrorblade? And it's going to be a mid lane Razor going up against a mid lane Batrider. Naga's Siren.
Definitely didn't expect Bloodseeker and the Naga Siren as two last picks. What is
I
Naga?
definitely wasn't expecting a 33 Wraith King either.
I guess you have a cute interaction. You can static link, start sleeping. You continue stealing damage during the sleep. That's all I got.
I'm just thinking about Naga Siren. They lack a bit of a AoE. There's a Batrider, Wraith King. This is offlane Wraith King, so I'm not sure what kind of utility.
Oh, you're right. It is offlane Wraith King.
Yeah, 33 Wraith King.
I think they kind of messed up the draft with these wonky stuff. I'm really not a believer in offlane Wraith King. I think it's very hard to itemize this hero to be viable. Not sure what you can get. You can get Armlet into possibly a Blink Dagger and just play it as a semi-core, because you don't get too much utility. I don't think you can go for like anything that benefits your team, because Wraith King Toolkit doesn't allow you to do that.
Do you think they swapped Bloodseeker Wraith King as the carry just because of that Naga last pick? They're like, well, Wraith King can't deal with AoE
Nah, they did it
damage.
too fast.
Yeah.
I think they did it too fast.
That's a weird intentional thing to do then. It's to send Wraith King into an offlane where I see minimal benefit. It just seems like he's running away from the Timbersaw lane. Is there a lane that he didn't want to have to deal with? So instead it's just, okay, I'll lane into Naga, that's fine.
I think there's only one way that we find out what's going to happen with this third game. And that is play it out together with Dpc and Waga.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, the deciding game now here between Team Secret and Tundra. I'm Dpc here with Wagger. We're seeing some fun stuff once again. Tundra coming out, putting stuff like the Wraith King out on the offlane. Is it going to work? We've had 2 great games so far. What do you expect out of this one, Wagger?
I think it's going to be a really hard-fought battle now. I mean, we had 2 games where both teams were very competitive for the win. And I think this game will probably top both of those, actually.
No, that would be a real treat for us all. So let's hope that we can look forward to that.
There's so much mind games going on today. Yeah. Like, everything is mind games. They pick Wraith King trying to sell, like, oh, you know, this is our carry. And then last second, it's no, 33 is playing Wraith King. And look at that item build.
All the strength.
Yeah, a lot of players are doing this, like, no regen build and send out regen immediately when you get your bounty runes. But yeah, that's a lot of stats. 71 damage and then Quelling Blade.
I like it. Easy CS there for him, you would imagine. Oh well, that was the lane matchup. We'll see how things go. I mean, overall, do you sort of have a preference of the idea of what one of these teams is going for here?
I think I prefer a little bit more what Secret are doing, actually. But it's quite even. Both drafts have good ideas. And again, I think this is a pretty strong Bloodseeker game, because Rupture against both Razor, Timbersaw is very, very strong. But I'm not sure about Bloodseeker hard carrying against Naga if she has a good game. It can be done, but it can also become difficult to deal with this Naga if she's not shut down.
Mid lane goes 9 on the bat against Samael. Razor, what do we expect here?
I think Batrider is going to be pretty happy with this matchup. Razer struggles to do too much on mid lane lately, I feel, because Static Link always pulls the aggro. So even if you just Static Link on the creep wave, you might take a lot of creeps harassment, and you can't really go Static Link under enemy tower. So Razer kind of thrives on the side lanes lately, but they didn't want to send a Naga mid in this game, so Razer will have to make do on the mid lane, I think.
Well, we sort of heard the panel talk about it a bit, but I mean, do you sort of have any idea yourself what the way to play Wraith King on the offlane is? Is it sort of a similar build to it in the other roles? You still want that armlet, or is there any
It's
sort of variance?
Yeah, no, it's armlet for sure. You want to get armlet, and you want to be able to dish out damage. The thing is, Wraith King as an offlaner does not provide as much disable as something like Tidehunter would, or Enigma, or some big heroes like this. However, he can provide a very, very reliable frontliner who has that extra life, and he can also click for a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So that's basically what you want to do. You want to get the armlet up, and you don't necessarily have to go Blink Dagger. Nice double stun.
Yeah, get some good damage here in Monster Puppy, but
even a little Skelly boys, you know, getting some swinging. Good value.
so far, CS in lane looking pretty good for 33.
Headshot!
Very high strength from there. Well, looks like probably a couple of range creep denies indeed underneath the tower there, so keeping a good hold of that top lane.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well, and meanwhile on bottom, we also have a pretty happy Bloodseeker. See a bit of a trade on the mid lane there, using the Plasma. Forcing the Batrider away. But yeah, the Bloodseeker is also doing really well for CS down here. Of course, there's been some creep manipulation. The Clockwork just chasing after.
He's going to miss the chain there. That's going to cost Ice's life.
That's rough, man. Almost a bit uncharacteristic miss there. Ice normally knows what he's doing on Timbersaw, but I wonder if he got pulled to the side right as he tried to Timber Chain and missed because of that, where he clicked the Timber Chain. It looked really like it was the same time.
It might have been, yeah, because it was a little bit off.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. If that's the case, then that was pretty big by Fata.
Well, 33 getting aggressive onto Puppy again. He's happy to lead the lane and look for some action. Cookie won't quite grab Puppy though, so Puppy's gonna live to see another day. 33 able to still continue to keep up with the CS rather nicely. And you look at the lanes right now, it really is just that bottom lane. Ice. Definitely having the slower start this game.
Yeah, everyone else, all the other cores are kind of finding their farm. But I mean, once you get some levels on the Timbersaw here, you're probably fine. But he's definitely struggled a bit from the start here. Bloodseeker is a very strong laner in the first few levels. Of course, then he gets the Rupture. Power spike later on.
Yeah, once that 6 is going to be hit down there, it's not going to be a safe place for Ice at all. We'll see here on the replay, Ice's attempt to escape.
Yeah, what happened here? So he cogged him. You see, he pulled him back. It's actually exactly what I said.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool by Fata there, whether intentional or not.
Yeah, well,
he did back up. He did back up pretty far and then cog. So that was pretty sick.
I think yeah, we'll give the benefit of the doubt. I think absolutely Fata.
I'll give the
he was
Fata 5 heads. Genius player.
Yeah, we've got to watch out for that again. So Ice has to as well. He's got to watch out for Fata and the clock.
Yeah.
Swinging him around as he's trying to Timber Chain away, especially in those areas where he is able to sort of pull Ice away from the tree.
First blood, actually.
Yeah.
Very unexpected for sure. Yeah, so far, this Timbersaw is not having a great time and being chased again. He's like, please, just let me have this.
Fodder down again there, but this time, trees with the
robot on robot violence.
Yes, and one that Ice isn't going to be enjoying too much at all. Top lane, I'm going to make the move here, get Yapsa involved with Puppy and Nisha, and it will be successful snaking.
Sorry,
yeah.
Mortimer.
Dies to the Spike Carapace. Can't even jump away. That's a good rotation though, realizing that you can't really make stuff happen on bot lane.
Looking pretty dead here. 6 stacks of the napalm as Nine's able to run him down with a Firefly. Yep, so not quite around in time to help Samel survive.
This is what I expected from mid lane. Like I said, I don't feel Razer is very happy on the mid lane overall. because he can't really chase as well. Whereas Batrider can very easily make stuff happen in the distance that is provided on the mid lane. It's yeah, if you get too many sticky napalms, you're gonna die. There's nothing you can really do at all.
That bottom lane, ISO can continuously just forced away from the creeps, really.
Just not giving a moment's rest here. Even if they don't really have a chance to kill him, I mean, Fata is just being as annoying as possible to him.
Yeah, and you can really see he's absolutely trying to go for that sort of cog shift when the chain's coming out to try and stop Ice from being able to latch and escape.
Yeah, he's really pushing his hero, trying to do as much as possible. See a DD rune going the way of the Racer here.
Smel's going to try and get something done with it nice and early. Is level 6. Ooh, bit of a pause.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll see what's going on in there.
DD rune on Racer with gloves of haste, he can hit quite hard.
I mean, what's going to happen down here? Is anybody dying to this?
I think Bloodseeker, if he's not careful, could actually die. And this is a good timing because Bloodseeker is not yet level 6. He's very close to it, but he doesn't have Rupture yet. So if he had Rupture, this could be a very risky gank for Racer. But I think this hits at a really good timing. I mean, the most likely scenario, he just runs into Clockwork and, you know, Clockwork is gonna zone him with the power cogs.
Yeah. I'll see if Fada catches wind of this.
Yeah, but when the mid lane is so tough, like it was for Sumil here against Batrider, you might as well look for something somewhere else. And Ice is putting pressure. He's like, we're going.
He's really going on. Starting to attack the tower here. He's starting to attack quite a few of them. He's going to chain himself out of the flood, right? So he'll be fine. Fada. Sumil getting upon him. He wants to dive for this, Sumil. With a DD rune, he will certainly have the damage to take him down. Skeeter heals up, keeps himself at a distance as Sumil continues to chase. Another bit of a pause.
Yeah. Kill one hero, then pause.
I mean, it worked before.
Rub it in.
We pause, we kill Fada, we pause, we kill Skeeter. I mean,
this is why my pubs are pausing all the time. They're learning from the competitive players.
And is this going to work? I mean, Sumil's pretty speedy.
I think he's fine. I think he's.
You think Skeeter's fine? He's going to be able to run?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I mean, he can basically just click TP as well, almost.
But there's a Nyx assassin there, right? Well, I guess there. Well,
Nyx has time to get there. It's pretty.
Yeah,
close.
He would get there in time, wouldn't he? What's going on?
But I don't.
Did he just let one rip or something? Skeeter's like, oh, I've got to. What was he spraying?
I do not know what's happening. Nice. Nice.
What was he spraying?
I never know what Skeeter is doing, to be honest. He operates in a different way.
I mean, I guess it's working. He's been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
You know. So whatever he's spraying in that can, mate, I need some of that. Well, the pause continues.
I always like to see these mega optimistic quick buys on players. It's like, look at Nisha right now. He's like, we're 6 minutes into the game. He's like, I want my Yaksha, I want my Manta, then I want 3 Clarities, and then an ultimate orb.
Like, he's got it all planned out, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got the list. That's the shopping list right there. Christmas presents.
Skeeter. Where's he at?
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah,
he's just still hiding.
Didn't want to stay bottom.
Radiant's
I guess he's still scared.
tower is under attack.
Homeless.
He's pretty far on enemy territory.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He's close to Rupture, but it's awkward that he doesn't have it. He can't go for a gank. He has to farm something, so he just has to stay here and hit creeps.
This should give him the 6. Top lane.
Dire's courier
Getting in onto Nisha. But not enough control and damage to clear for Nisha and his illusions, so Nisha should be fine.
Yeah.
No.
I would eat them.
Well, back in action down bottom, Fada. Playing around with outside stance and Yapsol.
Oh, that's rough. Yeah. Jukes for a while, but in the end, the Yaps are just patient with the Impale there, waiting for a good chance to get it. In the end, not going to be able to juke forever.
Is under attack.
This is some pretty early pressure onto the tier 1 top.
Hey, this is different from what I've seen before. Look at Wraith King's skill build. That's
the max blast.
I mean, yeah, the no mortal strike. I can't say I've seen this recently. A lot of points in this stun. I mean, the cooldown is down a lot. This is different from normally Wraith Kings just keep 1 point or maybe 2 points on Wraithfire. But he's going Soul Ring, max blast.
I don't mind it, you know. Naga Siren's got a lot of armor. You know, what's anyway going to do with a bit of a crit?
Exactly.
You're against the Razor. He's going to be stealing your damage. You're not going to be hitting things then anyway.
And it does allow you to get more control as an offlaner, right? As an offlaner, normally you want to provide lockdown on the enemy.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
Some action to kick off top as Sumail swings over. 33, he's out. See ya. He don't want any of that. Snake King, unfortunately, left to take the brunt of the attack there from Secret. But they got the job done. They got the tower taken out.
They did. So at least they get some follow-up kill there for Sumail, but he was not in time to protect the damage. Oregon. And he's gonna go for, seems like first item BKB pretty much on Sumail in this game as well. Just does not want to risk not going BKB against a Batrider. Batrider who has travels, by the way. So he's ready to move around the map. Wow. Yeah, he did get quite a fast travel. That solo kill on Razor helped him.
Yeah, not a bad timing at all from 9. And still, you know, what 9's been able to do when he has a rough start. This game, he's having a solid one.
Yeah. But we are 9 minutes into the game, and currently there's 81 last hits on the Naga Siren. She is flying ahead. Let's get a kill here.
9, he'll go for this one. Drops the lasso, gets the kill secured. She's what Snake King does. He'll take that.
It's just a Nyx. I mean, it's a kill. If you can use your ulti to get a kill in the early game as Batrider, you will do it. But it's not a high priority kill.
Dire's middle tower
it's good that they got it, but I think Secret are not too worried. Now there's some time without lasso available.
Yeah, Tundra. Whilst they may have taken Secret's top, they don't want to let Secret take theirs. Bardo ready to set up.
Yeah, but Secret could move down here now. There's no lasso. They could make power play bottom because of Nyx dying mid, right? So you saw Nyx die, and then he TPs down here, immediately goes aggressive. Like, this is good recognition of what you can do.
Yeah, Skeeter, is there going to be any sort of out for him? Nisha also turning up as well. They'll turn with the blood right. Skeeter trying to get out to the side. The snow will catch him, but Skeeter snowballs as Nisha's illusions.
That was the last
finish him off.
Oh, nice kill there by 9. That was the very last attack by the illusion there, right before this Snapfire stun.
Yeah, it was a close one, but they couldn't quite save him. Was 9 able to rectify the situation, get a trade for them? Runs over Ice. 2k lead though for Tundra.
Yeah, they're farming quite well. It's mainly just the Batrider having such a good game, I feel. And of course, their Wraith King has been hitting creeps pretty much non-stop. Also getting that tower early.
As armor done phase as well, pretty much. These early items are already out here for 33. And they're looking to TP and fight around him. 9 ready to join forces with him top as 33 is going to look for the lead in.
Yeah, he's ready to skill up ulti whenever they go on him. Holding that one skill point, of course. Very standard for Wraith King.
Now Secret knows something's up. Fighter's also coming around for the side. Has hit the 6, so hook shots at the ready to initiate. He'll go for Puppy. Straight in. I'll get Puppy. Will they get anything more? 9 is trying to head straight over to see if he can find someone else out of this. He's got his eyes on Sumail. It's a good knockback with a flame break, but a little too deep for 9 to continue to chase for. The Absol. He's eyeing up the 2 of them here from the Invis. Oh, that Firefly comes to an end before it comes by Carapace, so there won't be that continued lockdown onto 9. 9 will be able to walk away, and Fada, he'll take this one for the team.
That's a runner.
Yeah, still able to get the stun, even if he didn't get the Carapace there. Good setup by Yepsor.
Plus, meanwhile, Nisha keeping himself inside the jungle of Tundra. Still farming very nicely, keeping even with that the carries of Tundra. 9 is down here, and 9 does still have the lasso, but of course with tier 1 gone, no chance for backup, so can't look to get aggressive.
You have to be a bit concerned if you're Tundra, I think, because you have this offlane Wraith King, and while he did go for more of a stun max out build early on and so on, he is never really gonna scale into being a counter to Naga in this game. He is not an AoE control hero, and because of that, Naga with all her illusions is gonna be a problem for him.
Top. So Size has shown himself. Stun comes in to stop the chain out. Vada will have a hook shot for the follow-up chase if required. There's a lot of heroes coming in. He's trying to run, but there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, he finds himself in no man's land, basically. Both teams just trying to get ahead by farming, it feels, but Tundra, I like that they're making these moves, you know, recognizing when someone's a little bit too far out, try and punish it.
Now they're going to be incredibly strong once 9 has the BKB. It's the Fiend's Grip I still have to watch out for, but
Dire's
with
middle
the
tower
potential
is
to get the
under
back
attack.
line, especially if 33 has his blink done. We're halfway towards it. Multiple ways that they can get in and interrupt or silence the Bane.
Yeah, Red King has really just been sitting up there. I like that heat map. He's like, oh, this is my home. Oh, walks into a sentry, the next.
Bottom with the catch, and he's got backup coming. He probably left damage on his own. No, actually with the stick charges there, they're going to have to use the kisses. Yabso tried to jump away with Tumblr's toy. Oh, he's dodging them nicely. He's dodging them very nicely with the flame break.
Oh, he's got to take. No, he didn't.
Oh, he's going to get away.
He has a ring of health.
That did it, yeah.
That ring of health kept him alive.
Absolutely did.
Wow.
That's all right, the kiss is down.
Also the neutral item, of course. Having the Tumblr's toy, little bunny hop, made some big difference.
No, honestly, I feel like I've seen many more plays with that than I sort of expected. A lot of the times, it is that little bit of extra gap to get away or to initiate. You know, you see some good sort of gap closing with it early on in the games.
Very easy to forget that item, very easy to get caught out by it.
Yeah, suddenly someone's jumping at you at like 8 minutes into the game, and you're like, that extra mobility, it really does matter.
I've seen Magnuses, Enigmas, you know, these type of heroes make so many plays with it. It's fantastic. My favorite though is having it on Pangolier.
Oh yeah.
Pango, when you're in your car, you can use it to bounce on people even more.
Ah, yeah. Well, you can do it when you're rolled up.
Exactly, exactly. It's really sneaky.
He's bouncing all over the place. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, on the island that is the top lane, 33 continues to chill out. Dagger very nearly done. They want to try and do something about it. He has got the ult though, of course, or if he's not going to have the mana for it. He's going to try his best to toggle his way out with the phase boost. It looks like he doesn't even need the reincarnate. He's going to be able to walk out of the trees. Time's been bought for the rest of Tundra to come in. Take out Puppey. 33's fine. Secret can't spend any more time looking for him, because now they've got to get control of maybe getting out of there. But the BKB and Samel, he's actually able to stand his ground, kill off 9-9. Tried to head into the fight. He couldn't deal with it. 33 turns with a very fine fast. The whole bad guys outside, but they're chasing onwards. The song used to close in onto Skeeter. I mean, this is going terribly now for Tundra. They wanted to put everything into that chase. They felt so confident with the fact that 33 had made so much space for them. But it didn't matter. Samel holds his ground with the BKB. Secret, they'll squish the four of them.
Yeah, absolutely everything. I love how they just chase for more. That song by Naga was beautiful. And they get so much value now immediately going into tower pressure as well. I think that was like a game of cat and mouse there. Like, we're chasing you, and then suddenly they get chased instead. Very back and forth. But we see the power there of early BKB.
Absolutely.
Right? Razor clicked the BKB, and suddenly everyone was like, wait, we can't fight. We didn't mean no trouble. We'll run away.
No, you can feel it. There was definitely that moment there for Tundra, a bit of the...
Yeah, but Tundra themselves are getting close, right? They have the BKB for Batrider, so when they have it, they can do the same thing. Of course, the Bloodseeker is also going for one after his Maelstrom. He's going for BKB next. So there are power spikes coming around the corner, but right now, the Razor is kind of ruling supreme there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See what sort of moves Tundra tries to make with their timings now. It's going to be in some of the ults again. Back up, Puppey with the grip ready. Vada, I was thinking about going for the hook there.
Just swinging his armor a little bit, you know, warming up.
Absol and Puppey have their eyes on mid with Samel around, but not wanting to take the fight. Taking his half of the map.
I'm concerned for Tundra with the pace of this game right now.
You're just seeing Nisha.
Yeah, it feels reminiscent of that Void who just got too big. This Naga could very easily get out of hand. You don't have the best tools to deal with it.
No.
Clockwork is not happy against the farm Naga, and same for Wraith King.
Dire are scanning.
Batrider is not great against it. I mean, yeah, when the best stuff you have against it is like Bloodseeker, and yeah, that might be problematic.
Sure. Because you just know that there's a point where Nisha, Skadi, and then maybe if he tanks up even more after that item, these illusions just aren't going to die.
Yeah, already once the Skadi is complete, it's going to be very powerful, and there's a lot of options he can go for. But yeah, once like Butterfly comes up or anything else, honestly, the illusions are worrisome already. So they're playing a little bit with a timer, I feel. They have to get these next items and then really make something happen. One BKB done now.
Okay.
Batrider just got his. I think you don't wait. I think you gotta start making plays before you get the second one.
I didn't looking for ice. But they'll have it. Most will protect him here. 33 more than happy to tackle the self-stun. Stop the TP. Nice.
Yeah.
I have things on top as well at the same time, and Fada's there to start it off. On to Yapsor. Nisha. They're going from the side, but they have to respect the back. They know that Knight's got a BKB and he's ready to commit with it. Soon to be sent though for Samael, and he's not scared. The head's in and they the grip comes out from Puppy Knight. He gets the BKB up, but it does not matter. The physical damage to Nisha is far too much, as Knight will fall.
That's exactly the danger, right? If you use your hook shot to catch anyone else, then Puppy just lights up. He's like, now I can do what I want to do.
Yeah.
If you go for the Batrider, I mean, that's one of the heroes, our highest priority. So
I mean, and this is what hurting Nine's game massively, right? He was off to a great start, great farm. That first play at top of the team where they charge in, he didn't quite have the BKB. It ends terribly for the whole lineup. And that move there, getting caught out. BKB pop doesn't save him with the grip control from Puppy. It is definitely being shaken up a little bit for Tundra. But of course, we have seen Tundra pull off some stuff when things don't go too great and too smooth in the first bits of the game.
yeah, but they need to really find some openings here, because it's only 1,300 gold until there's Refresher on Razor.
Yeah,
he is close to that already after his BKB first item. And once that Refresher comes out, nobody wants to stay close to him. Not that you already do, I mean, it's a Razor.
Yeah, it's already quite spooky, but you're right.
All right, hook onto the Bane this time.
All right, the stun. Not Puppy for the fight. The question is there going to be more of a fight? Can Tundra find anything else off the back of that Bane kill?
Puppy probably just smiling, probably just saying, you know, 2 ultis used for me, I didn't have grip ready, I'm fine with this. He's gonna have grip when he respawns, so yeah, I think that's a smile. Yeah, that counts.
That's as good as you'll get from Puppy.
He didn't look concerned.
Yeah, so
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not too much he can do about being ruptured here, but he's trying to do whatever damage he can. Gets stun out, mana burnout.
Time has been bought. Yeah, Puppy's back in the game. Another support dies, but Tundra did use a smoke to try and set something up there. And it's not on to the 3 cores of Secret and Nisha, as we keep mentioning, just the big one, just left completely on his own. Skadi's done on top of the Manta. It continues to be a pretty smooth sailing for Nisha. I'm sure he's chilling out right now. 2-0-4, free farm on the Naga Siren. He's going to be quite happy with how this is playing out.
Honestly, I feel like Team Secret is one of the teams that are the best at protecting their post 1 and 2 with their bodies. They just use the post 4 or 5 aggressively, set them in positions where the enemy has to go past them to find, you know, a bigger target. And as such, that's why we see them so farmed, right? The number 1 and number 2 in net worth here are both on Team Secret.
Dire are scanning.
Still trying to make something happen, Tom. 33, they'll get the catch on Puppy. He'll be able to pop the essence ring, buy a little bit of time of himself as Nightmare's also used, finally taken out, but time has been more Secret to TCS. Looks like Tundra's still want to keep the fight going, they go over the moon. Instantly there, and it's going to lock lock 9 in position, as 9 will head back out with the BKB, but of course the lasso doesn't amount to anything at all. Samael's going to lead him with the static link. They come up with the hook, and Samael getting caught on the constant trapping everyone here, as they pull down Samael. Nisha has to back off for now. now, but Ice, she's the one doing the real damage as he cuts through Vada's clockwork.
Yeah, Tundra taking a great fight there.
I mean, taking down Sumail and getting 9 out of there alive.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Yeah. And Naga was going really low quickly too there. That was difficult for her to stick around.
Quick moves from Ice, of course, with the Lotus to cause 9 to lock himself in position, but not quite having the damage to take down 9 through the BKB.
You know what I love about Dota? I love reactions to things that happen. So we saw this fight, of course, the double lasso here. So he stays on the tower for quite a while. And then they think, okay, we can fight better in a lasso, we chase, but then on this high ground, they just turn it around with both Wraith King and Bloodseeker going on the same target, on the Razor.
Yeah, that was the thing for Sumail, obviously his own BKB being used underneath the tower, so when he came out for that fight, they had no trouble bursting him when the BKB was unavailable.
Yeah, I want to say, what I love about Dota is reacting to situations, right? Naga, before that fight, had an Orchid queued up. He was like, I'm confident, I'm strong, I want Orchid so I can kill people. Immediately after that fight, and him going up to like 30% HP, he queues up a Heart first. He's like, okay, it hurts a bit.
I like this.
Yeah. So he wants to tank up, and then the Orchid.
Because the thing is, with the heart, then his illusions they should not be dying.
Yeah.
That's going to be some tanky illusions against a team that doesn't have the best means to do it.
Sneaky roach here now, Tundra. It's not necessarily super sneaky, but they're just, you know, gonna get away with it. They're in a good position.
Yeah, Fada will happily die for that one.
Yeah, Fada just creating space
Radiant's
for it.
middle
Yeah,
tower
takes it
is
every
under
time,
attack.
sends a tip out. He knows that that's a good trade for them.
Now with BKB, Maelstrom, looks like Mjolnir coming up for the Bloodseeker here. They need that damage. They need it against the Naga.
They've got to have ways to deal with this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And
attack.
they have great heroes to carry it. You can put it on himself or onto the Wraith King. Wraith King is one of the best Mjolnir carriers for the active. You just send out on him and tell him to blink in.
I'm interested to see what 33 does do now after the BKB, because he's kind of got like the core essential items right now. Can he himself build something that's also sort of anti-illusion, or is he still have to pick up some sort of utility offlane items? Like how can you go greedy now from this position? How do you play the Wraith King out from there?
I would probably go Assault Cuirass in his shoes, because they have this kind of double carry thing going on right now. Both Bloodseeker and him are hitting quite hard. But yeah, he's going for another armor reduction. He's going for Desolator. That also works. It's the same approach.
Yeah, of course, classic on the Wraith King, and yeah, you can't underestimate the damage that comes out. Even if you have the armor of a Naga Siren, those hits will hurt.
Yeah, it might be one into the other. Could be Deathblow into... Yeah. Oh, he wants Mjolnir.
He is thinking about the anti-illusion. I just wondered if he would consider that, yeah. Because they really do need everything. He's probably sort of seen the heart. You know, the Reaver at least on Nisha, and he's like, well, yeah, we are going to absolutely have to go all in on just being able to deal AoE damage to these illusions.
Yeah, minus armor is not really the way to break down the Naga illusions, but double Mjolnir,
I like it.
That will do it.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he sticks to it. It looks like 33 is still considering the many options he can play for it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to think about. Yeah, and this Naga Siren definitely has to be top of their thoughts right now.
Such a great insight into what players are thinking throughout the game, right? Being able to just see what they're keep queuing up and changing, and how many times players change it throughout the game.
And discussions have definitely been had. And yeah, they need to. This Nisha Naga Siren getting bigger and bigger. Heart now finished. So he's now got that 3,600 HP, 28 armor. This is a tanky boy.
Yeah, and for Naga,
Puppey, he set things up with the grip. Skeeter want to be able to get the BKB out. Nice trying to get onto Puppey on the backline, but Yamso's there as well. Sumail there on the lookout. He can charge the BKB off. He in pulls the BKB, but the Lotus was there in time. So again, he's just locked in position. Exo dying. They're trying to deal with Nisha, but they can't even barely hurt him at all.
Yeah.
He's just like full HP. The age is gone. He's going to quickly die a second time, Skeeter. I mean, we saw that he was like 3 heroes trying to kill this Naga Siren. They just can't do anything against Nisha right now. Nisha is too strong.
And they might catch Fada here as well. He's trying to get out, but they're going to find him. Yeah, and the Nyx coming around the corner. He does have mana for a start. And that should be a kill for Razor. Again. But this is what I felt from the start. When I saw the draft here, this looks like a game that Naga can take over. If she gets a good start in this game, and she's farming enough.
And we'll see again around this top play. This time it was Yapsel.
Yeah, and
quick with the Lotus.
split push of the Naga, just going hard onto the tower.
Yeah, you just see sort of Nisha here. There's 3 heroes in him, and they're just dying around him.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I mean,
attack.
33's barely tickling Nisha at this stage. And Skeeter, he has no business. Nisha was like, he knows at this point, he's like, what are they going to do about me? What are they going to do about me?
They're again trying to go on the Naga, but he has the Manta to dispelling the kidney bombs.
He's going to go for the Orchid next, Nisha. Have a bit more control. And
also, Titan Sliver was a really great drop for him. Getting magic resistance is so valuable when you have this much HP.
Rock it on.
Oh, 33, he's got the Cloak of Flames. That's a bit of AoE.
Yep.
It's a start.
The mini Radiance.
A mini Radiance. Yep. Will do some mini damage.
And he went with a shard. So instead of going for the damage, he recognizes he wants to have the ability to respawn always, I guess.
That's fair enough. Though with the grip in play, the Nyx mana burn as well, you know, wants to make sure.
Yeah.
He's always coming back for a second round.
And then you don't have to worry so much about, you know, stunning one time too many when there are those mana burns around. Now you can just always provide that stable. I think it's important when you're playing this position 3. You can't be like, oh, I can't stun guys. You know?
That's not much of an offlane, is there?
No.
No. He's got to make sure indeed that he's able to at least hold a few people in position with a few rounds of that. Going back to queuing up the Mjolnir, and I really think, it's the only way. They have to. Everyone needs to buy Mjolnir. Mjolnir's for everybody. They've got to have something, otherwise Nisha's going to continue smiling all the way to this victory.
Yeah, it's a long way to it though. Buying the shard and then going back for Mjolnir. It's going to take a while to get there. The Naga is, you know, going to be perhaps even halfway or completed her butterfly by then. Like at the rate we're watching the farm progress here.
Yeah, Secret really stepping up the pressure now. They know how strong Nisha is, and any sort of fight they can take around him.
Tier 2 falls to Naga Illusions. And they're really choking them out of the map now. Not allowing them to go anywhere. Even just going on the raking here. Like, you've been warned. Stay away.
Lincoln's now done on Sumail, so that alongside the 2 Lotuses that his allies have, it's never going to be easy for Knight to really find the lassos. Now, he hasn't had an easy time this game, despite solid farm at the beginning.
Yeah.
Secret have made it very hard for Knight to sort of have an impact as the bat. And I guess it's understandable. We've seen a lot of sort of a 3-1 outside of the base here, as far as found.
Yeah, that's... He can't go anywhere close to this Naga Siren. I mean, the cogs don't protect you. The illusions will shred through them immediately. So it's not really any safety.
Nisha, he's even stepping up into the high ground at the same time. Smell BKB commits up to Skeeter, ready to chase now, keep the link going. Buyback comes out from Fada. As the hook shot is stops him out from diving in any further. Will work for now as they hold back Secret.
Yeah, Refresher was used on Razor, so not too bad for Tundra, I guess. Did only expend a buyback on their support there, and they still have all their ultis. Not the end of the world for them. So now perhaps something can be done. Razor is gonna have a little bit of time here where he's kind of useless. I like the Lincolns on Razor, by the way. With the Refresher, you can even have 2 Lincolns a little bit.
He's so hard to catch. Lando, Rupture, not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he would have to wait for 1 Lincoln to trigger. You can't, like, put a Lincolns and then refresh. I think that cancels out.
Actually, yeah, it does it.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm quite certain, even if you do that. Because there used to be CDR and like people putting Lincoln to someone and then having Lincoln to go.
Sure.
But then that was changed.
Yeah, sure, I think you're right. And then because of that change, it would mean something like the Refresher isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah.
Pretty much.
To prep yourself twice.
Yeah, you won't have 2 at least. And now we just see how annoying it can be playing against a Naga Siren. These illusions just going everywhere. It's so difficult to get on the map.
And with this sort of passiveness, you know, Nisha really doesn't mind. 3k into the butterfly. He's more than happy to get that done before pushing any further.
Naga's like the carry version of techies, you know? It's like you're having a lot of fun, but other people, your team, the enemy team, doesn't really matter. Nobody else is really gonna have as much fun as the Naga player. That's basically a techie mentality, right?
But you do have fun as the Naga player.
Oh, you do. Oh, you do. You hear that
very
gold all the time? Dopamine straight into your veins right there.
You're just sending these illusions down the lanes, hearing the gold roll in. And especially in a game like this where you feel that there just isn't anything to deal with you.
Well, they're gonna go Red King a little bit, just poke him, but there's the longsword. They want to go Naga?
I mean, they can't. You're never going on Nisha at this stage, at least. Grim comes down to Farder's to Mel. BKB quickly whips Farder out of action. Try and chase on for more here. The illusions from Nisha being kept on to 33. Skeeter trying to help out, but the nightmare from Puppey. This is going to allow them to close in on to 33. He'll go down the once. Nisha want to try and surround him and go for a second time. Actually going to use the song to step back. Mosquito's in with the BKB. He's doing big damage. Can he kill this strong? He can. Huge kill for Skeeter as they're able to take down Nisha's Naga Siren. What more can they get out of this? 33's got his eyes on Puppey. Blast is in.
Yeah, he's done. Wow, that is so huge. Yeah, massive. And top lane, you see also last one.
He's got the back of the Samel. Right over the lane, pop over pressure. He's going to make sure that second round of BKB. 33's out with the BKB TP himself. Gets away. 9 still on the run, same with Snaking. Secret are trying to head in on this. Yap's a little slow with Spike Carapace. Won't trip up Snaking.
Yeah, that was Refresher used for Racer though, and buyback on Puppey. Wow, that was massive for Tundra. And I love that Snapfire put himself so far back that the song was not catching him, so he could just lay in the Mortimer kisses as well there.
Tundra, they're feeling the fire right now. Yeah. They're like, well, we've killed Nisha. He's out for 20 seconds more. He was the big problem. Everyone else we can deal with.
Oh, they run into next.
They're going to be able to get the catch. Looking into the blood bright. It's another one. Tundra back in action. Roshan at the ready if they want to, but they're thinking about more fighting here. Farder tries for the hook shot. He's not going to catch Puppey straight up. And catch him with the chase down and with the jump ball. 33. Get him. Puppey's out. 70 seconds. No buyback. Nisha over towards the mid with the TP. They're going to try and fight back with the 3 of them. Tundra, they still have the full fight back. Buyback comes out from the Absol. 33 taking the full focus at the start of the fight. He's got the reincarnation. He's going to be back for round 2. Skinner attempting to deal with Nisha. He's able to find it with the rupture. Storm comes out, but again the BKB's already there. So Skinner's able to continue to fall through with the Storm. Still taking it down. Again, Skinner with his BKBs. He's able to commit for the Storm. There's no help available for Secret. Tundra, they're going to keep running them down. Firefly over on Samael. Samael's burning down. Low double kill for 9. Tundra, they're absolutely doing it here. Dominance tier 2. They're looking for the Absol. They've got the sentry that's falling down under the tower. They've got their eyes on the next assassin. The Absol, he will fall.
Will he?
Well,
he's just walking.
Debated. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that was very funny. I think they could have killed him. Skeeter, though, was really low HP.
He was like,
so
nah.
He didn't want to go in and die in a stupid way to Timbersaw. In the end, he's like, you know what? Nah, I'll just back out. That was huge that he got away, though, because if they killed him there, Bloodseeker would have healed up. They could have pushed power. They could have done even more. But yeah, these BKBs right before the song, or like, just the way they managed to go on Naga. See how Naga went really deep on the backline, thinking she's super strong, but the moment the rupture comes out and they just turn around and go on it, it's actually surprising how easy they can just bring him down.
It is. And I would have to guess that I think Secret probably a little surprised as well that Nisha is dying as easily as he is, despite the amount of farm that he has.
Yeah.
Just a BKB with a Mjolnir in place and his Skeeter staring him up.
Yeah, the Mjolnir is doing so much work. That's really the story of it. He's just laying in auto attacks. And a lot of other heroes were low as well, so Bloodseeker was buffed up and just swinging like crazy.
Huge stuff here from Tundra. Holding on to the game like they've done so very well many times before.
You know, there's big value in one of Bloodseeker's talents. Usually you think about this talent against the Blink Daggers, the Rupture initial damage talent. And in this game, it's really valuable against Naga Siren. He keeps casting these Ruptures on Naga. It's honestly just a big damage challenge, right?
10%.
10% of 4,100 HP, you know? You're adding a straight up nuke onto your Rupture.
That's a big number. Nisha. Close to his next item. He's okay. Looking for the Lincoln's. Okay, yeah, he's got it done. So Lincoln's is there. That's going to help him with a bit of that sort of start off to the fight, like the rupture.
But there is the refresher on Bloodseeker as well, so he can no disrupt.
He's got it done, yeah.
Very cool to see they went refresher. It speaks about the double BKB effect.
Yeah, he loves the Sarm Skier. I feel like he gets on pretty much all his carries.
Yeah, for sure. Really big fan of it. Especially on a hero like Bloodseeker, where Aghanims kind of does the, you know, the double rupture thing as well, but nah, it's about that BKB as well. Even Mjolnir, I guess. You can put that on an extra target. Get 2 Mjolnirs going.
They're very close to having 33 Mjolnir's done too.
Oh yeah. He's not
far off it.
He's been going back into it.
And then, I mean, if both of them are able to pop BKB, Mjolnir out, and start hitting into Nisha, like Nisha is going to absolutely die every single time.
Bloodseeker is showing to be much more effective than I expected in this game. He's so far behind in farm compared to Naga, but he just shreds her every time. Like, it hasn't actually been even close.
No, it really hasn't.
Radiant's top tower is
I think Secret's got to be a little worried. I mean, we've been watching this whole game really talking up how strong Nisha's going to feel. And I think he felt that as well. We saw the smiles.
Yeah.
He felt pretty comfortable.
Yeah, the last two.
Dying during the song, it's going to feel pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a humbling experience dying when you're by far the most farmed on the map. You're like, wait, what's wrong? Why am I, you know, not as strong as I should be? And could be just itemization. I mean, smart itemization, the Bloodseeker and Naga, you know, doesn't have items to man fight one hero, really. She didn't think that there would be one hero that strong to just fight against her. If she did, then maybe she would have something like, you know, an Abyssal of her own or a Butterfly earlier on. But yeah, this is difficult for him.
Oh, there we go. 33. Mjolnir on its way out.
Yeah, he's ready to go on the Wraith King. Just looking for anything. Find the courier there. And we have a refresher queued up for Batrider as well, by the way. Even more BKBs, even more ultis. I think right now it feels like Secret are waiting for that Assault Cuirass, finishing up on Razor. Pretty big power spike.
I'll catch the clock, but can they get back out? Skeeter. Yep. I've got the song and nothing to.
Yeah, one clock. Yeah, one clock is dead. There's nothing to initiate that far away. Wait for the random Aghanims and Snapfire to cancel your TPs. But no, she's going for a BKB as well, it seems. Timbersaw right now also has an overwhelming blink queued up. So wants to have some more AoE slow and control. Mid lane?
Gonna be able to open up in this 40 seconds still on the Aegis, so we'll have the second line to start off the action. Here we go, we'll see the BKB, the pressure pop by Samantha, he's ready to stick his ground for round 2, but of course 33 also with the reincarnation, ready to come back into action. Skeeter fully focused here through the link, and Samantha chases him down. Skeeter's gonna pop.
Yeah, and with him down, Naga can do whatever she wants. Actually, everything is already kind of just dying here. Razor taking down 2, and Timber doing a lot of damage as well there to the Snapfire.
You see how much damage Samel still does across this stage. Had the AC picked up just before the start of this fight. I mean, now it's a huge opening for Secret to run down mid. There's buyback available on Skeeter, but 33, Snake, they're not going to be able to get back in for this.
Always funny to see the fight recaps after a fight like this. It's like Razor just doing 1 million damage. Like, look at that, 8.5.
I saw, yeah, it's...
So, yeah, you're pushing mid.
I mean, they pushed well still. Yeah. The AC and the illusions.
Yeah, Naga has to do the work here. She has quite a bit of right click. She's close to level 25 now as well.
See what they can do to Skeeter. Not wanting to buy back here for the 1 racks by the looks of it.
Yeah, I don't think it changes anything in fight that. I don't think he can save it. Just those 2 other heroes being dead as well.
They have dealt with the creeps. So they are having to fight through backdoor protection.
Yeah, but they have the damage.
Radiant's turret has been
They
killed.
break it down.
Radiant's middle
And just be happy with that.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
A solid fight that time round for Secret as Tundra, they did try and, you know, they're obviously fighting around the fact that they had the Aegis.
I think Secret probably have talked about it now and identified there's one thing they need to solve, and that is Bloodseeker must not destroy our Naga.
Yeah.
If we stop that, then the fight will go our way. And that's exactly what they did. He has Aegis, doesn't matter. Kill him, focus him. If they're going on him, then he has to focus on running away or dealing with the Razor, and Naga is not going to be touched.
Yeah, and you see there, 33 trying to hit to Samael, but Samael with the armor that he has now, just incredibly tanky. And the damage that he deals, insane. And now it's Samael, the one that's got the smile on his face.
All smiles, Dota.
Yeah, he's happy to smile alongside Nisha now.
Radiant's
As
bottom
they know
tower
that
is under
things are
attack.
falling back into their hands, and quite largely so. Back up to a 15k lead after taking that mid set of racks. Up around here for Secret.
Yeah, those illusions are shredding
Radiant's
towers by
bottom
now.
tower has fallen.
Tower goes down quite rapidly. Of course, the Bloodthorn attack speed is has increased the DPS quite a bit on this Naga.
The refresher finally finished for 9. So
Yeah, that is big. That is really big for him, actually. It's also just about to hit level 25.
yeah.
Flaming Lasso cooldown could be tempting to go for in this game, just for more lockdown, but also Firefly duration. Very useful ability.
And it's so hard for 9 to find targets though. These Lincolns and Lotus Orbs.
Yeah.
It's not easy for 9 to charge in and start the fight by grabbing someone at all.
They're trying to use like 4 staff of Snaking to break Lincoln.
Yeah.
But it's hard to coordinate these things because then your Snapfire is too close to the enemy perhaps. Definitely not easy. Very hard game positionally to play. And we see the respect here. Tundra just backing up their
Bounty!
trying not to be caught out. Again, both teams recognizing that the Roshan is the next objective they have to play around. And again, Puppy here about to get an entire Aghanims. And just running around with 3.4k gold.
Nice, he's saving up.
Yeah, I mean, it is huge. If he gets that, very hard to deal with. One good Fiend script onto a Bloodseeker, and that could spell the difference between a won fight or a lost fight.
Showing mid. Oh, the Secret's around. Roshan up, of course. The next fight will almost certainly reward Roche for the winners.
Yeah, now we have Aghanims on Nyx as well, so he can burrow. Very good if you want to fight around the hole.
And he's trying to start things on the Puppy. And Puppy is leveled up. It's time to break that pill, but the damage the kisses bring him out.
Surely he buys. Does he buy? This fight feels like it's for Roche, so
Radiant's middle barracks
try
are
not to
under
buy back
attack.
the Bane.
Anisha just getting the illusion spammed out down the mid. Speed up. He's able to pretty quickly deal with them though, still with the Mio on it.
Yeah, his DPS is quite good.
Middle
He also has the shard.
has fallen.
The Bloodseeker shard is very good for fighting these tanky illusions, since it's 2% of their HP as pure damage.
Regeneration!
Yeah, 4.5k HP on Naga, so clicking quite hard. All he needs is attack speed, really.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now he's gonna build up defensively, get himself a Lincoln's.
Yeah, many Lincoln Spheres.
Has a lot this game. Understandably, he wants to be able to charge him without the worry of grip or link.
Yeah, we got 4 Lincoln Spheres right now.
Anisha with the song. Is it going to be used to set up or get out of there? They're eyeing up 33 and snaking.
Seems like a bit of both.
Yeah, they're just sort of watching from the side. No real commitment off the back of the song.
And it's off!
Naga seems to travel away. If you want to split push.
Bit of the old lag here. Once again, unfortunately. but 16k lead Secret, obviously having that mid-brax. But I think as we're seeing, if they can get on top of the Naga Siren, they can still kill Nisha.
They can, yeah. I mean,
Nisha still does die.
This is one of those games where even though they're behind by 16k, they have the power to kill, like you said, the +1 hero. It's all about the initiation, but it is a difficult game to initiate because there are 3 Lincoln Spheres on Team Secret, and you're running like Bloodseeker and Batrider and a Wraith King with a stun. Like, all your initiations are very counterable, and there's no halberd or anything. He's just dancing.
What's going on here?
Yeah. That is a player who does not want the game to be paused. He's literally going up the walls.
You got to be careful. Some extreme sports going on there in Skeeter's cam. I think that was Skeeter at least.
Yeah, I think it was Skeeter.
I don't know what he was spraying in the air, but he's pumped up. He's ready to go. Hopefully things should be good to go soon. Snaking did say he was restarting the old PC.
Yeah. Good old turn it off and on again.
That always works.
Yeah.
But I mean, at this stage, do you think Secret, they do feel that they are back in quite a comfortable position, or how do you think they're sort of reading the game right now?
You mean for this game or in general?
What do you mean? In general, like...
Yeah. Okay. So for this game, yeah.
But what's in general?
I thought you were talking about after TI and like how they're feeling overall. Okay. No. For this game, I think Secret they're getting a grip on the game again. They had a very firm control of the game, and then they lost their Naga twice, and that was really upsetting. But they are not too shook. They itemized to counter the Batrider and the Bloodseeker, and now I think they're in a pretty good spot. But this is still anyone's game.
It feels really... like, I mean, the way that we've seen Tundra take fights from behind and win games from behind.
Yeah, I do like what Nisha did though. He TP'd on the bottom, realized that the fight is gonna be for Roche, but then you want to split up your opponent. And as a Naga, you have the power to do this. You just send your illusions down the bottom lane. Someone will have to address it, or that's gonna be a bunch of damage to your range racks. And then he just runs to his team immediately.
For the twin.
And he even finds Illusion Rune, favorite rune of the Naga player.
Oh yeah, more gold's gonna be coming in for him. Some of those sent down the lanes. They're starting to poke a Roche as well, Secret.
He's so much. He's like 200 HP per hit.
Could have been very careful about how to take Roche down. I mean, it's at half HP, but they're already backed out of the pit, knowing that Tundra's likely to be close by.
And this is very difficult. The Snapfire was showing bottom.
Poppy. Limousine to close the gap onto 9. Nightmare to start things off into the grip. Ready for the ground, but now forced down the side. He's going to lift. Skeeter over the BKB now. North Samael. 33 punches him down as well. They got the damage to kill Samael. Samael goes out. Nightmare helps side, dodge the hook shot. Allows him to chain away to safety. They try and turn for Puppy instead. They won't get him. 33 jumps over the red firefly. Catches Puppy. To there. Puppy coming in with a buyback. Nisha's trying to turn things around. Stun from Yanzo comes out. Holding Snaking in place. Immediate buyback for Snaking. 33 gets brought down the one side, chains across to kill off Fada. Nisha's going to look to chase down 33. 33 can't got any help coming in. And 33 will fall. Secret, they may have lost Yapsor and Samael. With Nisha still alive, they're going to head back into the pit.
Yeah, Ice doing absolute work in that fight as well.
All the buybacks coming out.
Yeah.
Pretty much what, 5 buybacks across the board. Puppy, Snaking, Fada, 33 in the Yapsor. All coming back in on this. They don't want to let one another get that Roshan. Samael still with the possibility of buying back himself. He's still out for 50. See if Tundra forced that.
Yeah, they're trying to hold it. They're using the illusions to delay, right? Even looking to initiate. They're going in.
They are. Nice. He's found Fada.
Bursted it.
Great round of the back lines. Takes out Fada as we die back on the clockwork. Tundra, they're only going to be able to fight with the 4 of them if they do want to do so, and it's getting dangerously close to that time that Samael's back in action.
The tip. Ice is feeling himself now. He's like, when you have this Timber Chain range talent, you start being able to make plays on Timber. And that's what we see Ice doing. I did not expect him to just kill Clockwork.
He just,
out of nowhere.
Found the backlines, and the fighter immediately died. But overwhelming fling, helping him out as well to chase the target. Secret space is there. Aegis.
Oh, Aghanims for Timber now as well.
Oh, he's going to have even more fun now, Ice.
Yeah, that's dangerous. I like how he has a Titan Sliver in his quick buy as well. I'll buy one of those. Yep. All right.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's nice.
Now with the Aegis and Cheese, Secret, who seem to have everything they need. Trying to at least take away another bit of the base of Tundra.
Yeah. Question is, do they go immediately or do they wait a little bit? I wonder.
Satanic on Samael. I mean, Samael's pretty much done with the items right now.
Yeah.
Satanic, BKB, AC, refresh the Lincolns. He's feeling great.
You could still consume an Aghanims. He's got a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right after you take Roche, if you just shove up the high ground immediately, then you're missing a bit of value, right? All this time that you have Aegis, you could be controlling the map and owning, you know, all the farming territory, which is why they didn't just rush up. They could have just gone there, but instead they TP bottom, push out lanes, and they're gonna enjoy controlling the map here for a little bit. And if they get a good chance, they'll definitely take an initiation.
Indeed, Father. And those voice lines out. He's in the trees, he's set up.
Yeah, better hide.
It's just so hard for Tundra to get that catch. Puppy with his positioning has been very sneaky. Not easy to find this Bane.
Yeah, again, Naga just keeping away top lane, so most likely we're gonna see them just chill again. It's gonna go quite yet. Still have time.
Yeah, Nisha casually with 5,600 gold. Tarask in the backpack.
Yeah, he's feeling great.
He's got money.
Any other key items coming up? I mean, he wants that Swift Blink replacing the Boots of Travels or Aegis on Naga Siren. Then he can really get in there and do some right clicks with main hero as well. Raidkin does have almost 5k after his Mjolnir here though. So curious to see
what do you buy? What is the item here for 33?
There's an argument for having Aghanims. I'm not sure it's correct. I think maybe just Abyssal is the correct next item here. Aghanims in late game teamfights can be effective. Holding, going in.
They're going in. They're looking for 33. Are they going to be able to get him? He's fine. With the BKB and Lowe's protection, he can head back. So he won't fall for now. Did do a decent amount of damage to Nisha.
Yeah.
Gone down to half, but he'll be back up to full with the heart.
And Yapsor just setting up shop here with the Nyx.
Yeah, we saw the nuisance he was causing in the last fight.
Yeah, he probably wants to crawl a little bit closer. Still kind of out of range for what he wants to do there.
Nisha might be able to step up and grab the range racks. Trying to deal with these illusions. And Nisha knows they're struggling and he'll stand his ground and look to push up on the melee as well. Nice. On the BKB. Trying to get some sort of a grab. He's not the magic from that. He's absolutely Alright, well I guess that's gonna hurt. Let's fall back on the boat for them. Now Martin's gonna have over the kill Nisha the once. Can they do it a second time? How do we use already used the song? They're over the red 5 blast. 33's coming in on Nisha. Can they kill him off?
Oh, they're
Peter and the flash is coming out. They bring him down. Nisha's out.
Yeah, but they still have problems here. The Raze now, the Timbersaw.
And they're losing support. They're gonna lose 9 as well. 3 there, no fire. And 33, the last 2 left alive. As Skeeter falls back to the fountain. 33 being toyed around with here by Nisha. pressure outside of the base. He's out and down. They just dive in the fountain. Lead up. Nice. Sabel picks up a triple kill. Actually walks out of the fountain. GG is cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Secret taking this game through. Another take of the series. It's going to be theirs 2-1. As this one, I mean, at the end of the day, Nisha on the Naga Siren got too huge. I mean, they all got too huge, right? Yeah. Amel, size. They were massive by the end of it all. Tundra just didn't quite hit hard enough in that sort of timing that we did see them start to have against the Nagas.